Hello, I'm Sarah Utoff, your host again. Welcome to day 2 of Laurapalooza. I am here in the hotel in Mankato. I just had a great breakfast, and my mom would be happy if she was here because they have a waffle machine, but I was happy because they had fruit cups. So not exactly sure what all's on tap for today, but I will let you know. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you wish you were here. Hi, me again. Remembered something I forgot. I wanted to make sure that you saw my Laura shirt for today, so here it is. And it was designed for the Laura Ingalls Wilder Days in Pepin, and it's based on a quilt square by Jean Elfson, who, with any luck, we'll be meeting sometime today or tomorrow. So I'll make sure that you meet her too when we do. And here's the water I bought. It was on sale for $2.66 a 24-pack. Because the water in Mankato, at least in my hotel, sort of tastes like spick and span. No offense about the Mankato water, the water in Iowa City tastes like spick and span too. I just have filled up my car and I'm over at the Mankato Public Library. It's right behind me, and I'm going to check and see if they have anything on Maud Hart Lovelace up as a display or anything, because I love her, and while she's most famous for her Betsy Tacy books, the one I really loved was actually Emily of Deep Valley. So we'll see how this goes. There are a lot of statues around the library, but I really wanted to point out this one of a giant buffalo across the street in Reconciliation Park. And right behind that and down a little ways is the Minnesota River. It's promising. They have large locks in their lobby. The library has the Maud Hart Lovelace wing for children. It says here that Maud Hart Lovelace was raised in Mankato. Her stories are set here, and that she died March 11th, 1980 in Pomona, California, and is buried in the Glenwood Cemetery in Mankato. So another cemetery to look for. They do have a nice display here of various things related to Deep Valley. I think those look like originals. They are. They're from Lois Linsky. So those must be originals from the book. They also have a display here with the titles. Oh. And there's a letter from the woman herself. There's her signature, Maud Hart Lovelace. I just love seeing things people touched.
They're Skechers, and I've had them forever because the little girls just love them. Oh, thank you.
Betsy and Tacy from Cheryl Harness. I picked up my copy of the Where to Find Deep Valley and Mankato map. This lovely mural featuring many of the places that had to do with Maud Hart Lovelace and her books. Back in the car after a successful jaunt, and in addition to my map of places that you can go that in Mankato that have to do with Deep Valley, I also got a copy of Betsy Tacy and Deep Valley, People and Places, and one in the book series, Betsy Tacy, because I didn't have a copy of it on my own before. And those purchases both went to help the Betsy Tacy Society because they keep a display here as part of the Friends bookstore for the library. So be sure to stop at the public library when you're in town. Maud Hart Lovelace based her Betsy Tacy books on her own life. This was the house that she grew up in, and this was her best friend's house, who was the model for Tacy. She herself was the model for Betsy. They have now both been restored. The Home Time television show came up and helped with it, and I don't think they're actually going to be open today, but I wanted to at least come out and get a picture, and I love these signs. This is the one for Tacy's house. This is Tacy's house, 332 Center Street. This is the childhood home of Frances Bick Kenny. Frances Bick Kenny was the daughter of Patrick and Rose Kenny, was born on July 13, 1891 in Minneapolis. The family lived in this house from 1898 to 1911. They were lifelong friends, and Maud immortalized the tales of their childhood in Mankato when she wrote the Betsy Tacy series. Betsy's house is the museum, Tacy's house is the gift shop, and Tibbs' house is somewhere around here. They're also looking at purchasing it and eventually restoring that. They also warned that there's also a center street in North Mankato, which is a completely different street, so be sure to avoid that if you're looking for Betsy Tacy. Sweltering out there. I step out of a building and my glasses just totally fog over. I just had lunch at Jimmy John's sandwich shop, which while they have them in Iowa City, I'd never gone to one, and had a really good tuna sandwich and read over one of my Cadmus books articles that I'm going to use in my program on Friday to make sure I was up to snuff with it. And I'm going to now go and try and find Sears Residence Hall. So wish me luck. This is the Julia Sears Residence Hall, and it's where registration is supposed to be. So hopefully when I go inside, I'll find somebody. A lot of events are going to be held here at the CSU, which stands for Centennial Student Union, which is not how it's labeled on any of the maps I've seen. It says the Student Union. So if you see something that says CSU, what they mean on the map is the Student Union. And beyond that is this lovely fountain. And let's walk over towards that, as I will tell you, while their signage leaves a lot to be desired, the students I ran into were very helpful with getting in directions. So I wouldn't hesitate at all to ask them if you're having trouble finding anything. You'll notice the sign for the green permit is purple. Well, I dressed up for the ice cream social. I hope somebody else did.
Hey, this is Amy Lauters. Welcome to Laurapalooza. We are here at the ice cream social, which we're moving inside because the weather is too hot for ice cream. It is melting. And we're setting up our sprinkles in our water, and we have just a bunch of people already here today. I see Dean Butler just walked in, which is very, very exciting. And we have Susan Hines from the Betsy Tacy Society here. She moonlights as Mrs. Ray down at the Betsy Tacy's houses, and we're really excited that she's here. So we're looking forward to the rest of the night. Hopefully you follow along with us.
And yes, that is Dean Butler.
Hello, from Laurapalooza, and I'm representing the Betsy Tacy Society. Maud Hart Lovelace wrote books much like Laura Ingalls did. She was about the age of, her mother was about the age of Laura, so she's one generation later, and she writes more about growing up in a small town at the turn of the 20th century, but very historically accurate, and there's 10 series in the books, and those two series and those two authors, I think, complement one another so very well.
Hello, Sarah. Good to see you here. You always send me those nice cards at Christmas and other times, so it'll be fun having a conference here.
And I'm here at Laurapalooza for the first time visiting.
Hi everyone, I'm Dean Butler, coming to you right here at Laurapalooza at Minnesota State University. This is absolutely the place to be if you're a Laura Ingalls Wilder fan. I'm sorry you're all not here. You got to get here in 2012.